6-1 away at Newcastle. I know it's a tough ground to go to. I know they've only lost there once. But to be 5-0 down inside 21 minutes is appalling.
Spurs, for me, have just not been at it at all this second half of the season. To be honest, all season really. They're not at the levels. They're not consistently at the levels. And something's really, really wrong there, drastically wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Levy's down in the changing room and sacking a few players, to be honest, after that performance. Like you say, 5 goals in the first 20 minutes is not acceptable. It's certainly not at any level, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm thinking the captain or Harry Kane has got to be thinking, I've got to go at the end of the season. I have to leave now.
Listen, I think there's ways. We've been there. We've played in games where you get beat, and sometimes you can get beat heavily. But I think there's a way you get beat. It should never be the one for the effort. We've seen some of the goals there in the first half. To be 5 down after 20-something minutes means there's something drastically wrong. And like Bobby said, it's happened too often for Spurs this season. They've had some really wild results, wild performances, and they need to sort themselves out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Hugo Lloris, who is the captain, he gets subbed off at half-time. I don't know. I haven't heard from the manager. Maybe it was an injury, but he's probably just thinking 5-0 down as well. Sarr got subbed off after 23 minutes when they were 5-0 down. Sanchez, who was a substituted sub in the last game, was then brought on. Issues.
Yeah, for me, defensively, and I think for the last couple of years, and I'm just saying that from me looking as who would I like to play against them? On a Saturday, would I like to go and play against Sanchez, Dyer? Yes, I would. I'd absolutely love it, which says a lot. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you should be looking at centre-halves and go, I don't fancy that one. But I would be rubbing my hands together just to play against those centre-halves, really.
Yeah, exactly. Like we said, there's ways of getting beat. And when you looked at the Spurs' performance today, the manner in which they got beat, they were too passive, too easy to play against. And when you play for a club like Spurs, any club for that example, there's a manner in which you lose a game. And for me today, it was unacceptable.
Well, just picking up what you mentioned about Harry Kane, looking at his future elsewhere, Manchester United are just to the corner off camera to where we are right now at Wembley. Will he be lining up in the red of Manchester next season? Because which other club can take him? Chelsea, yes, but there's the allegiance to Spurs. City have Haaland. Arsenal, no, I don't think that's going to happen. United seem logical.
United is crying out for that as well, I think. So it's a great fit, and to be honest, for Harry, I hope he goes.
Listen, in the successful periods of Manchester United when things were really good, they always had the key performing Premier League players, strikers. You can talk about Dwight Yorks, Andy Coles, Van Persie's. I can name you loads that they've went and just got them. People who can put the ball in the back of the net. So if he does become available, I think it's a stick on that Man United would be a real good suitor for Harry, but it all depends on what he wants to do.